when I moved into my new apartment. I was just excited for a fresh start. I hadn't even noticed the mirror on the bedroom wall until my first night there. It was an antique piece, oval-shaped, with an intricate, dark wood frame. There was something unsettling about it, but I brushed it off as moving nerves. That night, as I was falling asleep, I had a strange feeling of being watched. I turned to the mirror and could have sworn I saw a flicker, a movement. But when I focused, it was just my own reflection, staring back at me. I kept noticing strange things in the mirror. Shadows seemed to stretch, things flickered, and sometimes, I would see myself, but not exactly as myself. There was a slight delay, a fraction of a second where my reflection's eyes seemed too intense, too alive. I even began to notice things moving behind me in the reflection that weren't there when I turned around. One night, I couldn't sleep. I was lying there, watching my reflection, when it did something I know I didn't do, it smiled. Slowly, creepily, a smirk spread across my reflection's face, even though my own lips were closed tight. I sat up, feeling a chill race down my spine, but my reflection stayed still, watching, grinning. Not out loud, but the words appeared in my mind, clear as day. I know everything about you. I froze. The words echoed in my head, impossible yet undeniable. I wanted to scream, but something held me in place. The reflection leaned closer to the glass, as if pressing against an invisible barrier. I saw its eyes, they weren't mine anymore. They were darker, colder. You can't run from me, it said, without moving its lips. Panic overwhelmed me, and I grabbed a towel, throwing it over the mirror. I slept on the couch that night, heart pounding, eyes wide open. But in the middle of the night, I heard a soft, scraping sound, like fingernails scratching from inside the mirror. I got rid of the mirror the next day, leaving it in a dumpster miles away. I started to feel normal again, until one morning, when I was brushing my teeth. I looked up at my bathroom mirror and felt my blood go cold. There, scrawled in the fog of the glass, were the words, "You can't hide from me." I spun around, but the bathroom was empty. The words started dripping, like fresh blood, seeping down the mirror. Then, faintly, I heard my own voice echo from somewhere deep within the house. "I know all your secrets." I moved out that very night, but no matter where I go, every mirror I look into has that same smirk, that same haunting message scratched into the glass. They say mirrors are gateways, reflections of the soul. But what if there's something more sinister? What if they're watching, waiting, just on the other side, ready to take everything you thought was safe? So next time you glance at yourself in the mirror, just make sure it's really you looking back. Because one day, it might not be.